Hey guys, so today we're going to be doing a full face of Dior. Dior was kind enough in sending me like a whole bunch of their makeup, and if you saw my last luxury beauty haul, I hauled it and it was so, I mean, I've got foundations and powders and eye products and lip products, a lot of lip products actually. So I just thought I would kind of play around with it and, you know, do a full face of Dior. Anything that I'm missing, of course, I'll just fill it in with something else. But I think I have at least pretty close to a full face. So I'm really excited to be trying out all this Dior makeup because I have never really gotten into Dior makeup. Some of my all-time favorites happen to be Dior, so I am really, really excited. We're going to start with the foundation that they sent me. It's their Forever 24-Hour Wear High Perfection Skin Caring Foundation with Sunscreen. It has, it has an SPF 35. And they sent me a bunch of shades, but I took out 1.5N and 2N. So here's 1.5N and here's 2N. They look really, like really close. But the concealer from Dior, which is like one of my all-time favorite concealers, I have this in the shade 2N. So that's why I thought one of these will probably work. I'll probably start with the 2N. I'm really hoping not to have to open too many. I would love to be able to either donate these or stick them in a giveaway or whatever. So we're going to start with the 2N. And I was looking at the ingredients before I sat down, and I wanted to mention that 1, 2, 3, the fourth ingredient in here is alcohol. So if you have dry skin like myself, you probably want to be careful with, you know, products with alcohol in them. I don't banish them completely, but they're just not like this foundation. If I fall in love with it, it's just not a foundation I'm going to wear like day after day after day. It's something that I'm going to want to space out with other bases that don't have alcohol in them. So anyway, I just wanted to mention that. So again, I've got 2N, and oh, I do also want to mention the SPF is a mixture of chemical and physical sunscreen. So there's octinoxate and titanium dioxide. So I'm going to shake this up. It's got a nice pump. The packaging is wonderful. This is like a frosted glass bottle. So there is 2N. I think that'll be a good match. There's like a light fragrance to it. It actually kind of just smells, like makeup. I've got my BK Beauty 101 foundation brush. I'm going to blend that in. Yeah, I think that shade is fine. We'll see if it oxidizes or anything. And I'm just going to put this on half of my face so we can take a look at the coverage. But so far it looks like, I don't know, it doesn't actually look too full coverage, which is great. I really like a lighter coverage foundation, as you guys know. So that is just one pump. I'm going to say the coverage is like medium because I feel like with my lighter foundations, I'll use 2 pumps for one side of my face and I get an even lighter coverage than this. So I'm going to go with medium. And the first foundation I ever tried from Dior did not work out for me. It was the, it comes in like the little squeezy one. I think it's like the Backstage foundation. It was very like thin and liquidy, but it just felt like it was drying out my skin. So I didn't like that. And then recently I tried the Airbrush foundation, the one that comes in a can. Wow, that one looked fantastic on my skin, but I had the wrong shade. So I still have to go out and get the right shade for that foundation. I think I'm a 200. I think many of you kind of agreed with me in the comments. I think I'm a 200. Anyway, I really enjoyed that foundation. So it's been like hit or miss for me with Dior foundations. This one seems really nice though. I like the finish. It's very natural. I don't feel like it's especially matte in any way. You know, you can still see some like radiance shining through. It's nice. Yeah, and I think the shade is a really good match. Awesome. All right, I'm going to put the 1.5N away. We're going to put this into either a future giveaway or I'm going to donate it. Very rarely do I have like brand spanking new makeup, and that's generally all you can donate. So anyway, one or the other. And let me go ahead and just pump out one more pump here and apply it to the rest of my face. Wow, the finish is really beautiful. Oh, I love it. And I'm so glad that the 2N worked out for me. Yes. All right. Let's move on to concealer. I've got my Forever Skin Correct concealer here, which you guys know I love. I'm really getting low in there. The next sale that comes along, I'm definitely going to be picking up a backup of this. So just adding a little extra coverage around the eyes. All right, next, powder. I've never used a powder from Dior before. They sent over 2 of their pressed powders, shade 2 and shade 3, and then they also sent over their loose powder in shade 2. I think I have to try the loose powder. I'm such a loose powder junkie that, yeah, this definitely appeals to me. So here's the packaging. So pretty. And there is the 20. So yeah, there's 20. So it comes with a puff. Ooh, comes with a really nice puff. It's very, very puffy. Ooh, and we've got a sticker here. I've got my Chikuhodo GSN 1 brush, and just gonna pick up a little bit, start with the eyes. I feel like a little bit of this powder goes a long way. Definitely mattifying. I'm trying to see if there's any kind of like silky sheen to it. It kind of reminds me of the Chanel loose powder. I feel like this one has even just like the slightest bit more kind of like coverage to it. I feel like I just see it on my skin a little bit more, but it has the same kind of like mattifying effect as the Chanel powder. And you definitely don't need a lot of that powder, so that's really nice. And a powder that mattifies a little bit more than I'm used to, I'm definitely not opposed to in this very hot, sweaty weather. So that is the DIOR Skin, I'm sorry if I didn't even tell you, the DIOR Skin Nude Air Loose Powder. Healthy Glow Invisible Loose Powder. All right, and I will definitely have to save like the pressed powders for another trying new makeup because I am very, very excited to try those out. All right, let's move on to bronzer. So they didn't send me a bronzer, so I grabbed this out of my collection. This is the bronzer that came out with their Color Games Summer 2020 collection, and I did end up getting shade 2. Which is the darker one. So there's 1 and there's 2, and the 1 just looked a little bit too light. So this is what we are dealing with. I've got my Refer bronzer brush here, and I do like to focus it on the outer ring here. If I pick up too much of the center, it is a little bit too deep for my skin tone. So I like to focus my brush just around the outer ring of the pan. All right, just putting it in all the usual spots, and it gives me a really nice glow. All right, so bronzer is applied. Let's move on to blush. So they did send over this Dior Backstage Rosy Glow blush in the shade number 4, Coral. This blush is like, wow. I cannot wait to get this on my cheeks. There's a little bit of like duochrome shiftiness to it. So it is very, very light. And I don't even think swatching it is helping. It's barely showing up right there. All right, let me just put it on my cheeks. I think you guys will probably be able to best see it on my cheeks. So I've got my Refer cheek brush. This is the number 5 brush. So just gonna pick up, wow, okay, that picked up quite a bit of blush. Let's see. Ooh, I don't think I've ever used like just a straight up super bright orange blush. This is really, really fun. It's definitely more pigmented than I thought. Like it's, you know, showing up on my cheeks a lot more than I thought it would. I hope you guys can see that like subtle kind of sheen that it has. I'm trying to figure out how to tilt my head. Like there's a little like metallic shift to it. It's really, really pretty. And the cover of this is kind of an illusion. I thought that was like see-through and that you could see into the blush here, but that is actually just a background because there is a mirror in here. So just FYI, I thought that was really cool. So that is the Backstage Rosy Glow blush in Coral. Wow, that is so pretty. Perfect for summertime. And then I grabbed a highlighter out of my collection. This is the DIOR Skin Nude Air Luminizer in 001. This one I've had forever. This is one of those beautiful Beige Gelée highlights. I've got my Sculpt 2 brush from Sonia G. And just hitting the high points. This highlight is really, really bright. All right, let's move on to eyebrows. And they actually sent this to me, but I had it in my collection already. So this is the Dior Show Brow Styler in, the color name is dark brown and it's shade 002. So this is what the pencil looks like. It's really, really simple, like a simple design. It just twists up, twists down. It's a super fine point. And then there's a spoolie at this end. And this brow pencil, I find to fall like right in the middle. It's not especially waxy where you have to, you know, press really hard to get pigment, but it's not especially soft either. I definitely have brow pencils that I have to be like a lot more careful with. This one just kind of falls right in the middle, and it really blends out beautifully with the spoolie, which is great because I'm always just creating like lines that are way too dark. And the spoolie just blends it right out. All right, brows done. They sent over this eyeshadow and liner duo. It's waterproof. I had never even seen this product before. They sent over shade 001. It is gold and blue. So it's like a shadow stick with an eyeliner at the other end. So here is the shadow stick. And then here is the eyeliner. So I'm definitely going to use the shadow stick. I don't know if I'll use the eyeliner because I just don't know if I'm in the mood for blue eyeliner, but I definitely want to play around with this. It's waterproof, so I'm definitely going to do like one eye at a time. I feel like waterproof products kind of like set down pretty quickly, and then once they do, they don't budge. So I'm just going to sweep this over my lid and just kind of blend with my finger as I go. Ooh, this shade is pretty. It's like a really soft gold. It's not too yellow gold. Oh wow, that is pretty. It's a really subtle kind of like metallic. It's more like a cream satin kind of sheen. Ooh, I'm a big fan of that. And it's actually a lot creamier than I thought. And I am able to like blend it out and massage it pretty easily. I've been really into these just like one shadow looks lately. So there is the gold shadow stick applied. I don't think I want to use blue eyeliner today. I don't have mascara. You know, people always recommend DIOR mascaras to me, and I just always feel like I have too many mascaras that are open that I want to get through. I've never gotten around to purchasing one. So I'm just going to go ahead and use my Westman Atelier mascara. I'm going to curl my lashes. I guess I'm going to forego eyeliner. I've been doing that a lot lately, and I just kind of like the lighter look to my eyes. I got some on my eyelid. All right, let me wait for that to dry, and then I'll just pick it off. All right, mascara is applied. DIOR did send me a lot of lip products, so let me just kind of rummage through them and then pick out a few that maybe I want to lip swatch for you guys. Definitely want to try this Color Awakening Hydrating Lip Balm. Surprise, surprise. This is in shade 12 Rosewood. So I'll pull that out. Let's see, we had some lip tattoos, which are like long wearing colored tints. I may pass those along. I'm not really like a long wear lip person. And then I have some lip maximizers. So I've got Shimmer Nude, which is a hyaluronic lip plumper, which is this shade. And then we have Brown, which is this shade. So I think I'm gonna try the Shimmer Nude, see how I like the formula, but I'm gonna put these longwear ones into a giveaway. I just feel like even if I like the color or whatever, it's just not a formula I'm gonna reach for often. And let's try this Lip Maximizer Hyaluronic Lip Plumper. Ooh, it's pretty. Definitely very shimmery. I really, really like this lip color. What is this reminding me of? This is kind of like a lighter version of the Scott Barnes Swaggy Gloss that I just was playing around with. There's definitely a mintiness in there, but it's really faint. I don't find it overwhelming at all. Kind of like the Wayne Gosses. It's just like a little hint of it just to kind of keep things fresh. But I don't feel like, it's definitely not burning my lips, thank goodness. I don't like that at all. Ooh, so this is definitely a winner. Lip Maximizer Hyaluronic Lip Plumper in Shimmering Nude. And then let's take a look at this lip glow. Oh, this is really very up my alley. So let me wipe this off and then we'll apply this. All right, so let's put on this Rosewood. Oh, this is like a really thick balm. But there is Rosewood. It definitely kind of like brightened up my lips a little bit. Oh, wow, that feels good. I'm trying to figure out if there's a fragrance. It's really, really faint. There are some DIOR lip products out there that I just did not like the scent or the fragrance of it. I can't remember what they were. They were more of like a thicker kind of like gloss type product, and they just smelled like floral and chemical all at the same time. But this doesn't have it, and this has like a faint scent, but really nothing nearly overwhelming. It's very, very faint. Well, that is great. So that is my full face, almost full face of DIOR. I'm Really liking this foundation, I have to say. I think it looks really, really nice. I mean, it just looks very, very perfecting. Smooth. It doesn't look cakey. It doesn't look very makeup-y. It just looks really like kind of perfecting. And this blush is gorgeous. That gold shadow stick is pretty. Wow, really, really impressed with these products so far. So I will definitely let you know how this foundation wore down below in a pinned comment, because did it say it was like 24-hour? Yeah, 24-hour wear, high perfection. I'm not wearing this for 24 hours. Definitely not. But it is about 10 o'clock in the morning, so I am going to wear it all day, and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, so far so good. I think the shade is like such a good match too. Well, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video.